Iran has begun refining crude oil in Venezuela. Now, this comes as the countries expand their overseas projects and their bilateral ties.
This was a long-standing and 43-year-old dream that was realized through the efforts of my colleagues at the National Iranian Oil Refining and Distribution Company.
Around 100,000 barrels of crude oil are being processed daily in Venezuela. In May, Tehran invested $116 million in repairing and expanding facilities there. Then in June, President Maduro visited Iran, signing a 20-year cooperation roadmap, followed by 60 memorandums of understanding signed in September. Now, it all comes amid severe sanctions from the US. Author and political analyst Diego Sequeira says that Iran and Venezuela's cooperation is based on mutual trust.
It does show that countries can actually struggle against this kind of measures and this kind of acts of aggression against several countries, regardless of how distant they are, especially on their own beliefs and doctrines about what to do in the world and the right to sovereignty and independence. Here in Venezuela recently, from 2020 to this year, especially on the oil and energy sector, because, for example, in a very bad moment, Venezuela was lacking of fuel. Iran basically sent several tankers to help curtail the crisis in Venezuela. Venezuela did the same thing back in 2009, 10, and 11 for Iran, when the stranglehold of sanctions, the sanction regime against Iran was actually on a high pitch, and it was actually affecting significantly their own energy sector. So these kind of exchanges and cooperations are also based on trust, and it's also based on experience.